Welcome back to my Let's Play of Romancing Saga 3. Last time around, I finally got Mikael into my party, and I spent a little bit of time grinding off screen to get him on par with my party at least a little bit. His levels are a bit lower than the others, who are all at the 30 mark of things, and his HP is still a bit low, but overall, it shouldn't be too much of a deal. Let's see if I can make it to Leonid's castle without getting into a battle. Stupid dog! Stupid stairs, too. I hate stairs. This is Leonid. If we had played one of the Shinon settlers or Monica, we would have already met him. But since we didn't, this is how other characters meet him the first time around. We're asking him about the Holy Grail that he has, and he says it's further down in the dungeon of his castle, cause a castle always has a dungeon, I guess. And he will await us there. I didn't know vampires could teleport. Whatever. In the opening for Monica and the Shinon settlers, he lets us stay the night and he says that the rooms are to the left. Funnily enough, he always means his left. First time I played the game I thought left, okay, I have to go down here. I found myself in the dungeon. He means his left, so to the right for us. You do not want to go down here until, you're about 500 or if not more HP. Also, this little dungeon has several pre-required battles in it, with one against a pretty tough opponent. Also, yes, by now Mikael is not wearing the Estok, he is wearing the Krasnaga, which is stronger than the Estok, and it has a built-in tech of, well, it's in Manasot's translation it was called similarly to the Snake Shot, with the difference that this one doesn't just hit an entire row, it hits everybody on the field. Since I sold stuff in my inventory, I'm now down to 2 full pages instead of 3 or 4 as I was beforehand, though I guess I could remove the masquerade. I am technically way over the 10,000 Aurum limit, but as I said multiple times by now, once I hit 10,000, I really don't see the point of getting more. I barely even get down from the initial 10,000 Aurum. This is a very nice castle, very nicely designed. Sure, it's a bit dark, but what do you expect from a vampire castle? If anybody mentions sparkles, I will kick them. I forget if that zombie over there was a pre-required fight. I think he was. I'll move away. Oh, no, he isn't. But this one is, because we have to get it We have to defeat it in case we want the treasure chests there. I forget what they contain, although in my playthrough with Thomas, I just finished this little, dungeon side quest. I'm never quite sure what I do wrong that boss never seems to do all of them at that much damage that I keep seeing him doing in somebody else's videos. Oh well. Then again, I also read other people saying that Boston may seem very great, because his usual non-tech attack can be pretty powerful. But he's overall not that great. Like I said, I had Alan as my martial artist in my Monica battles, and she was pretty good there. Oh, I guess salves also restore status effects. I never paid attention to it. Poison Gyan. I think that was listed as the strongest zombie type monster in a list, but I could be wrong. Speaking of strong monster lists, I've been trying to look up where elves are, or elves, with an R in it, because they drop the beauty sword, which is the strongest big sword in the game. But I have only found 2 locations mentioned to hold that, and that is the Tomb of Divine Kings. 1 minute. Oh, another one. Another treasure chest. The Tomb of the Divine Kings, which you can only get to if Harald is your main character. Or the Divine Tower, which I think you cannot enter anymore once you have defeated Maximus, but I could be wrong, I never attempted it. I think I know that they also appear in other areas, but those are the only 2 I found online listed. Also, since it's the 24th, Merry Christmas to anybody in Europe or Japan, and Merry Christmas tomorrow for anyone in America. I don't know why America celebrates Christmas on the 25th instead of the 24th. I don't care. What was that? I don't remember getting that attack with Thomas, who I looked it up and he seemed to have gotten all of the attacks a spear user can have, except for Round Slicer, which apparently you can get only from the Dragon Spear and only by using Swing. Unless I'm remembering wrong and he did have that and I just removed it. Also, once I have the Angel route in Heartful finished, I'm either gonna do the Bad Boys Love route, or if I can get OBS to stop being a little tool, I may do Let's Plays of the Ace Attorney games. Which I'm gonna have a lot of fun of because I like to, or I see a ton of homosexual references in there, and I can really let go on how terrible the law in that game is. I know the game is for, you know, people who don't know law as well as I do. I only know law because my mother's a legal assistant, and I personally have a pretty big interest in the law. But even complete amateurs in law would know some of the things that they removed from those games. Really, the law in the Ace Attorney games is just mind-numbingly bad. Yes, I need to heal up Mikhail. He's lacking somewhat in tech points. But he has like double what he originally came in with. Oh, something nice I want to point out. During my grinding, I finally got Katarina and Nora to master net. So now everybody has the net evade equipped. Which is very nice because, as I said, net is, for some reason, an instant death attack. I don't know how a net can kill you, but in this game it can. The other two instant death attacks are Death God Stove. Yeah, there was nothing here. And like, it could say Lifesteal, but that's because it takes away an LP rather than instantly kills you. Yeah, here can appear dozens of monsters, and overall there's nothing great in here, so there are going to be other rooms with monsters in it, and I'm trying to remember if there was a really great kind of item in any of them. Mortal ghost. How can a ghost be mortal? Actually, since he has Sunshine, I think this counts as an undead monster, and Sunshine should be helpful. Or was it Daybreak that was helpful against undead monsters? I'm gonna try Sunshine. And Mikhail's magic casting pose looks really awkward. Like, get into a room, Mikhail. Oh, that's bright. Okay, it didn't do much. Maybe I should have gotten Daybreak and, you know, leveled that up a little bit. Just to have, you know, a decent sort of magician in my party. I'm not gonna go in there. Please not any further. I forget which way to go. Yeah, this is one of the monster-filled rooms, and I think I just saw either a belladonna or an alv. But I think it was a belladonna. They aren't that important, they don't drop anything great. Anyway, I cleared the room out, and we get a moonstone and 600 orm. That wasn't really worth it. I don't remember ever going in here. Is there anything worthwhile? I'll quick check. I think I just accidentally cut out a required battle, but there was a monster here and one of it involved a werewolf. And a bloody sword. I don't need bloody swords, they are so weak. And Final Strike really isn't worth it. These guys can drop candy rings, which I forget, but apparently they are pretty good accessories. And I'm really running out of TP. Also, these kind of slimes are immune to martial arts. These and golden colored ones. I had to run from one of those battles because lacking TP and fighting a golden slime is not very good. Especially because they... here we are. This is pretty much the boss of this dungeon. Oh god, the fairy is about to die. Wow, this Helion thing really doesn't do very much. Ah, this is a barrier stone. It functions as an inn. You know, it heals TP, MP, and LP. Yeah, that's my best bet for now. Especially since I don't want to kill off the fairy. This is yummy. He is very, very difficult at times. This is my second time recording the battle because I got hit with something really bad at first and then things just went downhill. Oh, not again. Well, great. The blue stars mean that the character cannot use any techs. Even if it's tech that actually doesn't cost them any TPs, they cannot use it. They can only attack normally. Which in this battle is pretty bad. I don't remember if the salve would heal this, but I'm gonna keep them for as long as I can. Thank you for net evasion. He also likes to use Mecha Suction, as you can see. He's a very annoying boss. Yeah, some characters need some healing. I mean, sure, you could say, hey, why not use, the life staff that Mikael has? I'm gonna keep that and try to not use it. That's at least one character unpoisoned. Technically two, but I unpoisoned the fairy, if you want to be like that. And salves do heal poison, that's very nice. Oh good. The blue stars are disappearing. There was an attack that was good against undeads, but I don't remember which one it was, or if it would work on Yami. Oh, good. That was a bit easier than I expected it to be. But, as I said, Yami can still be really annoying. In my first attempt to record it, I got everyone poisoned in the first round, and then everybody was hit with the blue stars, and I got very easily... The fairy went down, Boston went down, I practically had only Katarina left. And even if she's a great character, she alone wouldn't be able to salve the situation. Anyway, here we have some dragon scales. There are only 3 locations where I can think of that you can get them. One is here. One is if you fight Buni under a certain condition, and the other is if you fight a dragon named Gwaine. Those 2 drop dragon scales. Also, here's a sort of hidden room. We just got a Dusk Robe looks great, and it would give us really great magic defense as well as physical defense, but there are two types of Dusk Robes in the game. This one, which if we put it on, is black, like all the others here, but it makes us susceptible to status effects, elemental attacks, and everything. The other is a Dusk Robe that, when put on, turns red, like the scarf that you cannot remove, which gives you the great defense and makes you less susceptible to things, but you cannot unequip it, and I think it also makes you undead. So it's a problem, and the only character who does have that is Leonid. And for him to be undead makes sense. Also, we are done here with the dungeon. He congratulates us for making it this far and gives us the Holy Grail. Make sure that you have room for the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail once held the Holy King's blood. If you don't have it, I don't know what happens to it. Anyway, we can recruit Leonid as a character, and we have the Holy Grail. We need the Holy Grail to get Leonie into our party. Also, you need to have a woman in your party. The fairy doesn't count as a woman. So we have, Nora, and we have Katarina here. As far as I know, if you play as Ellen, or have Ellen in your party, Leonid will not join you. Look at him, he can fly! Anyway, the thing about Leonid is, as you can see, his HP is 666. He is a vampire, and he comes with great LP, well, not really LP, TP, and he has some pretty decent levels already. He has 0 LP, so if he dies in battle, that's it. He is down for that battle. Good thing is, you can't lose him. You can't LP kill him. Actually, I don't think he gives us a formation, does he? No. Anyways, Leonid is from what I've read, he's a decent character. Far as I know, he can't be healed by normal means, i.e. you can't throw a staff at him, since he's undead. He regains HP by attacking the enemy, or by even attacking one of his own party members. Something like that. Also, downside is he does gain HP, but it's sort of in slow steps. Maybe I'll have him use a sword if I'm gonna keep him. Also, this is a special kind of magic that only Leonid can use. This is the so-called vampire magic. Gentle touch, turn undead, and blood-sucking, all that. Only he can use that, and he cannot gain any other magic. I guess that's it for this episode. I will see you next time, and we'll see if I'm gonna keep Leonid in my party or if I'm going to remove him. One thing, if you accidentally sell the Holy Grail, or you equip it onto him, and then remove him from the party, the Holy Grail is gone. You can't get it back, and you can't get Leonid back into your party. Oh, also, as I said, he has the real Dusk Robe, and it acts similar to a full body armor. It can only... He has pretty good defense now, but he can only, really equip rings and accessories. Yeah, Oops, that was not the... This is the Holy Grail. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've prolonged long enough. So, I'll see you next time.